Altruism requires significant assumptions. Altruism is in fact an interesting way at viewing the nature of the world, and to view what an altruistic person must assume to be able to be seen as altruistic in their actions. There must be an acceptance as fact, certain assumptions. For instance, that the money system as it exists currently, the system of profit and loss of rich and poor, is the only way it can exist ever for eternity. And that because the system exists in the way it does, there are thus these opportunities where one, through one's achievement to overcome what you would see the pressure of the system, the polarity of it, that you have reached a state where you can be a support unconditionally to those that cannot get out of the system, which is quite fascinating. So in fact it is a very beautiful name and definition according to this, but it is absolutely destructive in every way, as it condemns those that cannot get out of the system for eternity, until death. It is then in itself to be seen as altruistic. If one look at the actual definition, the implication of it, it is a state of evil, because your acceptance in itself of the way the world works is of such nature that you are the one that condemns those that you are serving, and you are thus the cause why they would tend to accept their fate without question, just like you accept their fate without question. Such acceptances without question has significant impact on the lives of those marginalized by a system of consumerism, competition, and polarity. Also, obviously, the altruistic person normally would have bought their freedom. That means they can't be altruistic unless they have significant access to money, and therefore their altruism is not real either. There is thus, because money is involved in altruism, not a single person that has ever been altruistic in fact. That means, in fact, serving those that are truly disadvantaged, which would be those that are physically disadvantaged. Those that are economically disadvantaged, that is purely an outflow of altruism in itself, in its acceptance of a system that caused such damage to such an extent. Now, there is a discussion going on about altruism, which you can participate in, and also there is a book as part of the Equal Money series, the introduction to the Equal Money system, that is being compiled by a convener. William Cuff is the convener, so you can join him in it. There will be vlogs and blogs about it, also introductions about it. Here is just 2 cents from me on altruism. Join us, equalmoney.org. A new economic system is required, one that will open the door to true altruism and that will expose the current altruism for the evil that it is. So, those that walk in so-called unconditional love are the greatest evil that exists, because you are submitting, subduing, convincing, conniving to have those that are willing to stand up, not stand up. And you want them to submit themselves to a system of absolute abuse, while you then, in fact, is the abuser, because you are normally protected by either your insanity or your money. There is no other excuse for such abuse.